All right, friends, so here we are on site, La Carezza Hair Studios in Wheeling, West Virginia. I'm Jake Steele, Jekyll version, soon to be Hyde, and we are here with Miss Tina Greer, my toupee bae herself, the Toupee Chic. And I have a list of questions that I think some of my fellow hair comrades might have too. And this is one of those educational videos where I'm going to ask some questions that I have, and maybe it would be helpful for you in case you're entertaining getting a hair system. So my first question, Tina, is how long does a hair system last?
The actual hair system itself, there are different kinds that you can get. You can get one that lasts 1 month, which is not very long, but it's going to give you the most discreet hairline that you could possibly get. But it's not ideal. Cost. The cost isn't ideal for most people to do a 1 month system. So the most popular system that I do is 2 to 3 months. If you take care of it properly, like moisturize it, brush it every day, and pretty much baby it, it can last you 3 months. But anywhere from 2 to 3 months is the most popular system. There's actually another system that's 4 months, but the hairline is not as discreet as the other ones. And I think you can feel it on your head more than the others.
Okay, so if you want the most realistic, authentic look, you go for something that will probably not last as long.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something about the care of the piece too, which is what I want to know about. Like, can I style my hair? What can I put in?
You can style it with products, but it has to be like water-based products. So you don't want to use any alcohol, sulfate-free, paraben-free. Anything that's going to dry the hair system out is not going to be good. And also, if you have like a thicker product, like a pomade or a wax, you're not going to be able to brush through that the next day. So you want to do something like mousse or something lightweight.
Okay. Now, I'm a really active person. I spend a lot of time outside, and I'm kind of wondering, as you might be, about like outdoor activities. What if we go on vacation to the beach and I want to go in the ocean or the pool? Can I swim?
Yep. You can swim, you can shower, you can sweat like normal. Now, when your body gets hot, the consistency of the glue will change. It might feel a little bit less secure or tacky, gooey. But once your body cools back down, it kind of secures, cements back down to the scalp.
Okay. Now, for those of us who are active that like to switch it up and maybe want to wear a hat,
Yep.
can I wear a hat?
You can wear a hat. The only thing you don't want to do is do this 100 times. So when you put your hat on, keep it on. The other thing I want to mention is it might take a few times to get the right glue. Because if you are a heavy sweater, you need something that is for high heat. So it might take us a few times to get your glue exactly, the way, yeah.
So there are different adhesives.
There's a dozen different glues that we can try.
Okay.
And once we get that glue that's right for you, you shouldn't have any issues. If you did have any issues, if a corner might lift or something like that, which you would just either come in or do it at home, you can just glue that back down. But the system will never just fall off. That doesn't happen. The only time you would need to replace the hair is basically if the hair sheds from it, or if it's worn down or feeling dry, then that's really why you would need to replace the system. So there's that as well.
And as far as like maintenance is concerned, you mentioned it lifting a couple of times. If I'm home and I go into the bathroom to wash my hair, do I wash the piece like I would like a regular head of hair, or is there something else I have to do to care for the piece?
So you would wash it 1 to 2 times a week.
Okay.
You don't need to wash every time you get in the shower because that will be more wear on the system, and there's no oils on the top of the scalp, so you just need to wash it. Basically, you're washing those products out. So 1 to 2 times a week. Also, it helps if you wipe the forehead with alcohol morning and night. It would help with all the oils that might try to creep into that hair piece. It just helps to dry that out so that you're not oily or any sweat.
Do I scrub it like this?
No, you just kind of want to do a little gentle movement down, and you don't want to lift back. Any lifting would not be good for the front hairline.
Okay.
So you would want to just towel dry it gently. When you go to brush it, you'll brush it forward and then lift that up, but you don't want to just
Gotcha.
brush
For the same reason, the bill of the hat, you don't want to maneuver it or mess with the
You
hair.
don't want to lift that front hairline.
Okay. Now, if I notice that my hair system is very durable and I'm not having problems with it, why would I need to replace it?
So you would just need to replace it. Basically, you want to get an application after a month. So 3 to 5 weeks is going to be your reapplication.
Okay.
You are going to come back in monthly, and I'm going to take the system off, clean it, clean the scalp, recut the hair, reshave the head, and reglue, and that would last you another month.
Okay.
But you need to get a new piece when that hair sheds from it, because when the hair sheds, then you've got that base showing. So we have to keep trimming back, and you don't want to trim so far back to where your hair is receding again.
Okay.
So that's why you would have to replace it or get a reapplication every month.
Yeah. So if you're like me and you have an interest in getting a system, what do I need to do between A and B? Like, I've grown my hair out in preparation for a piece. How long does the hair need to be to accommodate a hair
Okay.
system?
So you want to do 1 to 1.5 inches on the side. So if you're completely bald, you do need to grow that out. The hair grows about a 1/2 inch a month. So in order to get 1.5 inches, you would need a few months growth. But just so that we can get it to blend when we do your cut in, and as the hair grows out, we want to make sure that it all blends in.
Okay. I think that's all the questions I have.
think so.
Hey, you heard it straight from the Bay herself.
Stay tuned for the after.
See you guys.
Thanks.
That was really good.